Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Waving Hand. Today, we're breaking down one of the most practical and straightforward personal finance books out there. Just Keep Buying by Nick Maggiulli. This isn't your typical get-rich-quick kind of book. Instead, it's about simple, evidence-based strategies that actually work. It answers big questions like, should I save more or invest more? How much is enough? And what's the smartest way to build wealth over time? So grab a notebook, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap for financial success. Let's get started. Part 1, the golden rule. Just keep buying. The core message of this book is simple. Just keep buying. What does that mean? It means consistently buying assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, index funds, over time, no matter what the market is doing. Why? Because time in the market beats timing the market. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to invest. The best strategy is to invest consistently, even during downturns. Think about it like this. Every paycheck is an opportunity to buy more of your future freedom. The habit of steady investing is more powerful than waiting for the perfect dip. Part 2, save what you can, invest the rest. Let's face it, saving is the foundation of building wealth. But Nick makes an important point. You can't save your way to wealth if you never invest. So here's the formula. 1. Save enough to build security. 2. Then, invest as much as you can for growth. He suggests aiming to save at least 20% of your income, but if you can't, start small. Even 5 to 10% adds up when you invest it. The big lesson? Saving gets you started, but investing builds the real wealth. Part 3. How much should you save? Most people struggle with this question. How much should I be saving? Nick's advice is clear. Save until it hurts, but not so much that you can't enjoy life. For younger people, saving aggressively isn't always realistic. You're still building your career. So focus on increasing your income first. As your earnings grow, ramp up your savings rate. The point is to find a balance. Save for the future, but don't punish yourself in the present. Money is a tool, not a prison. Part 4. Why investing beats hoarding cash. One of the most powerful lessons in this book is that cash loses value over time because of inflation. If you keep all your money in savings accounts, you're actually losing purchasing power every year. That's why investing is non-negotiable. Historically, the stock market has returned about 7 to 10% per year, beating inflation by a wide margin. So yes, keep an emergency fund in cash, maybe 3 to 6 months of expenses, but everything beyond that, put to work in investments. Part 5. The myth of timing the market. Let's bust a big myth. You do not need to time the market. Research shows that even if you invested right before a crash, as long as you kept investing consistently, you'd still come out ahead in the long run. Waiting for the perfect moment usually leads to paralysis. While you're waiting, others are building wealth. Nick's strategy is simple. Automate your investments. Every month, no matter what's happening in the news, just keep buying. Part 6. Buying freedom, not just stuff. Here's something we don't often think about. Money isn't just for buying stuff. It's for buying freedom. Freedom to choose your own schedule. Freedom to say no to a job you hate. Freedom to spend more time with family and friends. Nick emphasizes that every dollar saved and invested brings you closer to that freedom. So when you're tempted to overspend on things you don't need, ask yourself, would I rather have this or more freedom in the future? Part 7. Why most people fail with money. Why do so many smart people struggle financially? Nick says it comes down to human behavior. We're emotional investors. We panic during crashes. We compare ourselves to others, chasing lifestyles we can't afford. We underestimate compounding, thinking small gains don't matter. The solution? Stick to a plan, automate your finances, and avoid comparing your journey to anyone else's. Part 8. The power of compounding. Let's talk about compounding because it's the silent wealth builder. Imagine you invest $500 a month at a 7% return. In 10 years, you'll have about $86,000. In 20 years, $246,000. In 30 years, nearly $600,000. That's the magic of compounding. The earlier you start, the less you have to invest to reach financial freedom. Nick's advice? Don't wait. Start now. Even small amounts make a huge difference with time. Part 9. Spend on what you love, cut what you don't. Money isn't about depriving yourself. Nick recommends spending freely on what truly makes you happy, but cutting ruthlessly on things that don't. For example, if travel gives you joy, spend on it. But if you don't care about fancy cars or clothes, don't waste money there. This is called conscious spending. It lets you enjoy life today while still investing for tomorrow. Part 10. How much is enough? One of the most important questions Nick addresses is, how much money do I actually need? The answer isn't about a specific number. It's about security and peace of mind. For some, that's $500,000. For others, it's a few million. What matters most is having enough to cover your needs, your goals, and a margin of safety. The point isn't to chase endless wealth. It's to reach a place where money supports your life instead of controlling it. The just keep buying philosophy. So, what's the big takeaway from just keep buying? It's not about predicting the next hot stock. It's not about living in misery to save every penny. It's about building habits. Save enough to be secure. Invest consistently. Don't try to time the market. Spend on what matters. And above all, just keep buying. If you follow these principles, financial freedom isn't a dream. It's just a matter of time. Thanks for watching. Raising hands if you enjoyed this summary. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more powerful book breakdowns, and let me know in the comments, what's the biggest money mistake you've made, and how are you fixing it? Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and remember, wealth is built by what you do again and again.